What's up, everybody? Tommy here, Math Productions. Happy New Year! We're at the start of 2025, and the first video of the year is a brand new start to a new save file for a brand new modded survival run. Again, still here for Starfield. I'm going to show on screen the character that we're making. I'll follow back up to explain the backstory and the traits, why I chose those specifically. But first, to start the year, like the third time I'm flip-flopping on this, definitively, this time correctly, with the update to Fortified, you don't have to restart your whole save file. It is just the outpost that would have to be redone. I think subconsciously, I think I was just looking for any reason to have a fresh start in 2025. That's what we're going with. I'm gonna take the hit for it. It's on me. And yeah, you don't have to lose your entire save file. So if you haven't yet deleted your save because my last video told you you had to, you don't have to. I apologize. Moving forward, on this new playthrough, the character that we're playing, I wanted a specific backstory, and I'm going to try to play it with specific rules. I did house rule a few things at the start, and that's kind of where we're picking up at. So the story first for the character that we're going to play, the background is X Spacer. I considered using SKK's Crimson Fleet Fast Start mod as opposed to the standard, but anytime I do that, I always end up playing a character that is jaded on the pirate life and wants to kind of go and start a new path for themselves moving forward, maybe a better path. And so instead of doing the Crimson Fleet Fast Start and kind of just really only using that for RP flavor, not for the actual mechanics it gives you starting with the Crimson Fleet, I chose the background X Spacer. And then for the traits, in my opinion, they're the three best traits in the game anyway, but they're the three that I enjoy best for my roleplay style. First is Extrovert. I try to play a character that does right by others anyway, so being able to be rewarded for that, being punished when I upset people, I'm okay with that, and I enjoy that. Hero Worshipped. It's either Hero Worshipped or Kid Stuff. If you're going for a recommendation or looking for one, those two, it either gives you a companion that you can have with you out in the field that'll give you gifts and work with you, or it'll give you a set of parents that give you a bunch of really cool stuff, a weapon, a ship, a recipe, and some other stuff, and encounters that you can have with them. I would highly suggest one of those two, if not both. I went on this playthrough with just the Adoring Fan. And lastly, the one that I put in there was Wanted. So again, being an ex-Crimson Fleet, maybe I got into it with some people recognized my face and blah blah blah. Also too, to kind of still keep with the lore of the game itself, I'm acting like way back when on Vectera, when the pirates attacked, that basically we helped eliminate those pirates, we got the Frontier and Vasco and the artifact back to the lodge in New Atlantis, gave them all that stuff, they gave us a boost pack as a thank you, and then kind of we went our separate ways from there. That'll lead right into the house rules that I set up at the start. First is, I did use the cheat terminal to give myself 200,000 credits off top. The rules with that, I had to first purchase both a vehicle and a new ship. Not modify the Frontier, I had to purchase a brand new one off top at level 1 right there at New Atlantis. So I got the Rambler. That's what you've been seeing on screen. It's a terrible ship. I was gonna say it's not a bad ship, it's pretty trash, but it was like 70,000 credits, so we grabbed it. Didn't want to break the bank. We only got an A class anyway, so the Rambler is ours. We also have the Grav 79, thanks to Zone 79. Both of those were like half of our credits already almost. My other rule, I could not spawn in any items with the cheat terminal that includes building resources. I had to use the resources provided by the starter bundle pack mod that I use. There's resources with that mod down in the basement of the lodge. I could only use those. I had to purchase any and all of the resources that I was going to use. And the last stipulation on the money is when I was done building my starting base, and ready to move on into the actual gameplay, I had to have spent as much, if not all, of the money as I could. I could not carry any of that surplus of credits into my actual play. My actual play, we're going to earn every credit that we use and spend and acquire, right? So those were my rules. When I got done building, I went back to Violi. It's the only system close to us where we can go in just one jump. And we went into Neon. We purchased some weapons and some ammo, and we got down to just 44 credits to our name. That's kind of where we're starting. That catches you back up to here. You saw the settings on screen, standard to every time I do a playthrough, same settings that I use. And now that we're through all that, let me tell you a little bit about what you've been seeing on this base. We started out in our living quarters. It had beds, it had a kitchen area, it had showers, restrooms, sinks, lockers. That was our main living space. And when we left out of there, we went across the open area into a bar. That wasn't just specifically a bar, that's kind of like the hangout spot, if you will, that I imagined was at the center of this base. And then we moved along the top of the fort back towards next to our living area into that tower, went up and checked out the watchtower, came back down, and you've seen that on the top of that smaller sleep crate platform, there was a spacesuit workbench. Eventually we'll get over to a weapon workbench. I've also got the medical and the research stations. We've got 2 different industrial workstations. So all of our workstations that we would possibly need are absolutely covered. What you guys saw there on screen, we even got a jail, a little holding cell, and a like a ranger station, if you will. This is the weapon platform. The idea for this build was like, so when I was a spacer, I had a group with me that was, we were all loyal to each other. And even when I broke away from that pirate lifestyle directly, they kind of like stayed with me. This was the base that for like years, I like to imagine, we've been living in and operating out of. And again, this is the base where we're starting our playthrough. We have no more credits. We still have resources. We've got all the workbenches we would need. This landing pad in front of us, that's what that actual mat was. If you saw it in the ground, that's how we have the Rambler landing there. But again, for the playthrough, the idea is this is where we're starting out. We have to earn our money. We have to do whatever we can do to survive, right? 2 other last rules at the end. I've already shown on screen the free star and a bunch of constellation. So until I'm at least level 30, I cannot touch either of those quest lines. But I hope that this playthrough sounds exciting for you. I hope that you guys enjoyed this base tour, and I hope that you guys are looking forward to 2025 the same as I am. If you liked the video, I hope you press the like button. Definitely let me know in the comments below what you want to see next and what you're most excited about here. Let me know about some stuff you're doing in your builds, and I hope you consider subscribing to the channel, and take care till next time.